Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have a lot of topics to go through. We're gonna start with the so-called deal between United States and Iran, of course not Israel, United States and Iran. And to any of those who believe that this is legit and is gonna last, I think it's time to wake up and smell the coffee, because when you look at all of those things happening, especially with Iran and United States, and you see this is absolutely energy harvesting show. And I don't believe for a moment that this is a legit deal. And I think what is happening is because there is a World Cup in the United States, they kind of want to play this game until the end of this World Cup, and then the stuff will start happening again. However, we have a statement from one of the creepiest people, Ben-Gvir, who is the security minister, I believe, of Israel. You're going to hear from him in a moment, and this is him addressing the so-called deal. Today also, we will hear from the vice president, another Muppet puppet show, J.D. Vance, who is confirming that Iran could receive up to $300 billion in reconstruction funding as a part of a purposed peace agreement between United States and Iran. Then, guys, we will go into as far as the Israel topic, because again, the same, everything is connected. We will go to the Greek islands for a moment, and that is to Milos, one of the most beautiful islands of Greece. What's happening there as far as the new promised land, as well as what kind of gift Netanyahu gave to one of the politicians as far as beeper goes. What does it do to you when you have a beeper? We will definitely look into the bioengineered clone milk that is approved in United States and in Canada, and who is behind it. Yes, the blue and white flag country. And then I want to take you to a few videos, I think about 3 videos from Ukraine, because this is still happening. This is what's going on, and people forget about it. How men are being recruited, okay, drafted. And then we're gonna end this video actually with 2 videos. We're gonna end with archives, Zelensky's archives. That's an interesting one. Right after, we're gonna play this video with Ukrainian men being forced to the front line. And last but definitely not least, we have to go back to the tunnels in New York City, the smelly, shitty tunnels that 71 girls went through, allegedly, perfectly dressed, not dirty at all, and then they appeared in synagogue all of a sudden from those tunnels. So let's start this video, but before, as always, thank you so much to John and Michelle for your donation on PayPal. I just want to say that my last video has been demonetized, and maybe that is because of those tunnels, so I appreciate your support very much. And now let me take you to the Ben-Gvir reacting. So this is one of the creepiest people that you can come across as far as Israel politics go. I'm gonna save you his voice, okay? So I'm not gonna play the original sound, but this is his reaction to this so-called peace deal. Okay, let me read this. The state of Israel must not accept the ceasefire between the United States and Iran. We must act with a clear and uncompromising conscience. The security of the citizens of the state of Israel is above all else. A sovereign state is not a contractor for any superpower. It is not bound by agreements that block its ability to protect its people. We must continue to demolish the houses in southern Lebanon. We must continue to push back the residents of southern Lebanon. We must continue to eliminate Hezbollah in Lebanon. Every fragment or drone, every missile, every shot that is launched, that is fired at us, we must respond to it unequivocally. That includes responding in Da'ihyeh, I mispronounced probably. We must continue to act in Lebanon. We must continue to be independent. We love President Trump, but we do not accept the agreement he signed. And we must continue on our path. Now, this is from the other one. I forgot his name, but you can put in the comments down below. So there are two main creeps. Oh, there's his name here. What's his name? Smotr, Bezalel Smotril. Anyway, let's go. The agreement with Iran is a bad agreement for Israel and for the entire free world. Iran must not have nuclear weapon. Israel will continue to act with all the tools at its disposal to overthrow this murderous Ayatollah regime in Iran and to prevent this terrorist regime from becoming a nuclear threshold state. Our immediate test now is in Lebanon. The goal is to turn the significant achievements that our army has achieved and our heroic fighters have achieved. Can I just remind that heroic fighter that I was showing you in a previous video who was running away from the drone? Yeah, just watch that video. Anyway, we need to turn this into a new and stable security reality for the residents of the north of Israel. And that's what they said. Okay, so now, yeah, at least, you know, they just say exactly what they do. Now let's go to J.D. Vance and a few words from him about this $300 billion that Iran might receive in reconstruction funding. So first they create the conflict, they spend the money on it, then they have to reimburse the country that they are destroying. Who pays for it? Okay, who pays for it? Well, maybe actually let's start with this video first, because this is good representation. Who pays for it? Let me show you. I think I have it. Yeah, right here. Americans realizing they're gonna pay $300 billion in taxpayers' money to reconstruct Iran after spending $70 billion to destroy it. Yep, that's right. So now we're gonna hear, let me just stop sharing. Now we're gonna hear from J.D. Vance in this interview addressing this, actually confirming that US is willing to pay this $300 billion to Iran.
Iranians are saying that they're going to have access to a $300 billion reconstruction fund. True or false?
Well, and that's the sort of thing they could have access to, funded by the Gulf Coast Coalition, so long as they honor their end of the obligation. I think that one of the things you're going to see, Ed, and people have to be skeptical of this, is that the hardliners in the Iranian system will overemphasize the benefits that Iran gets while underemphasizing all the things that they have to concede and all the things they have to provide in order to get these benefits. So we absolutely are open to the Gulf Coast countries investing investing in the reconstruction of Iran, but only if Iran ends their nuclear program, ends their enriched stockpile of material, and is really open to an inspections and enforcement regime that gives the American people confidence they're never going to have a nuclear weapon.
The Iranians are saying that they're going to have access to a $300 billion reconstruction fund. True.
So in a nutshell, yes, but don't you worry, because this is not over. In my opinion, this will continue after the World Cup from the US side, because I truly believe that the country that we started with is going to do something before the end of the World Cup. And I actually think they're going to use, ultimately, you know what they're going to use? Something that will make an absolute chaos and destruction in that region. What kind of weapon? Now let's go to Greece, because that's one of the reasons I think they are planning to use that weapon on their own citizens in Israel. This is my thinking, and that will create more migration. So why they are now buying, or some of them are buying the islands, right? Like in Greece, for example. Why they are doing this? To make sure that they have places to live, as if they know what's coming. But some are buying and some are simply just deciding where is their promised land. So like Argentina project, Greece, now look with Albania as well. What else? Thailand. What I forgot probably. Well, of course, the biggest project is Ukraine, right? So let's go to Greece for a moment, and let's focus on one of the islands, that is Milos Island. We're gonna hear from someone who is from Greece. What's happening there?
Breaking news. Greek islands are being bought piece by piece, and locals say they're being pushed out of their own homeland. That's the warning coming from Milos. One of Greece's most beautiful islands is becoming the latest battleground between local families and powerful developers. Milos Mayor Manolis Mikelis warns that new tourism planning rules could favor major investment funds and large hotels while pushing ordinary islanders to the sidelines. The numbers tell the story. Local residents could be shut out while corporations with deep pockets buy up more and more of the island. And this isn't just about land, it's about identity. It's about whether Greek islands remain living communities or become investment portfolios. Milos is home to Sarakiniko, one of the most extraordinary natural landscapes in Europe. White volcanic rock, crystal clear waters, a place that belongs to Greece's national heritage, not a corporate balance sheet. Residents have already fought back against controversial construction projects near Sarakiniko, but many fear that this is only the beginning. Critics say Greece risks repeating a mistake seen around the world. Locals get priced out, traditional communities disappear, and profits leave the island. Tourism should benefit Greeks first, should it not? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and
So now what happens if you don't comply? Okay, what happens to you? Here is a story about Netanyahu giving a gift and a little explanation behind what that gift can do to you.
What in the dark humor is this shit?
Give a man who has everything. How about giving him a beeper?
Oh, it's a.
Now this is a silver-plated beeper. The real beeper is like 1/10 the weight. It's nothing.
Really?
Yeah, but it changes history.
You know, when that story that story broke,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I love it, and now it's like, thank you for this. Yeah, no, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you see how nervous John was. Oh, thanks, dude. I'll show you why.
Israelis knew that Hezbollah, the terrorist group Hezbollah from Lebanon, was communicating using pagers. They didn't want to use cell phones because they didn't want the Israelis to intercept their phone calls. And they thought, oh, pagers, those are safe. So the Israelis bought a company in like Hungary, I think it was, that made pagers. And they got Hezbollah to order the pagers from this company. They were able to insert explosives in the pagers, and the pagers went to like Taiwan, and from Taiwan to Thailand, and then from Thailand to, I forget where, Syria, I guess, and then from Syria to Lebanon. And so what the Israelis did was they were able to activate the explosives in all the pagers simultaneously.
Killing people?
They killed everybody of any import in Hezbollah. They essentially decapitated Hezbollah.
Beep, beep. Yep. But so when you watch this video, if you rewatch it again, pay attention to his wife, Sarah, and her eyes, her face expression when that guy was receiving that beeper, and how she was looking at Netanyahu afterwards. So what is the story with this milk? Let me actually take you first to this, and then we're going to hear from the lady. Bioengineered clone milk that will be soon, or maybe already is, in the United States and in Canada. So milk that is not milk, right? Let me find it, guys. And thank you so much for your patience, because I have so many videos here and so many topics that, and you know how I do it. I just go in very natural way. Here we go. Health Canada approves Israeli startups lab-grown milk. Yes, Canada just green-lighted the novel food ingredient from Remilk or Remilk, specifically a fermented milk protein called beta-lactoglobulin. This approval is notable because it is one of the first Canadian clearances for an animal-free dairy protein. Critics worry transitions to yeast fermentation could put pressure on traditional dairy producers. So now I'm going to take you to a video with this lady. Let me mute myself, and she will explain to us. She will explain to us what is the story in much more detail.
Israeli bioengineered milk is coming to US markets. Just a few weeks ago, I reported on Israeli bioengineered chocolate. Well, apparently it is so much worse than that, because Israeli bioengineered cloned milk is hitting US and Canadian markets by the end of 2026. And the worst part is it might not even be labeled on the products you buy. Israeli food tech company Remilk has gained approval to produce animal-free dairy protein both in the US and Canada, receiving Canada's letter of no objection and the US's generally recognized as safe status. The company received FDA clearance, but it's still largely an exploratory product. Products featuring Remilk's label are not broadly available in the US as of now, but they have in the past partnered with food giants like General Mills. Yes, General Mills used cloned milk from an Israeli company in its vegan lines and did not tell the consumers about it. And not only that, General Mills actually discontinued its partnership with Remilk, pulling all Remilk-derived products from shelves quietly with no explanation. I wonder why. It could be the global controversy the product has generated, or the fact that US states are already banning the production of cell-cultured dairy. Mississippi House Bill 1153 actually banned the manufacture, sale, or offer for sale of cell-cultured dairy starting July 1st. Nationwide, however, Israeli cell-cultured, lab-grown, bioengineered milk is slated to hit the U.S. market in just months. Because that's exactly what the American people want: Israeli bioengineered foods. Israeli bioengineered.
So now, after knowing what we know, you ask yourself, would you rather die from food like that, or would you rather die like in Ukraine? So now I will play about 3 videos with the sound, because you need to hear the people talking and reacting. This is what's happening right now, still going on, no change, because you have to depopulate the region, you know, Khazaria 2.0, Great New Israel project, and you have to remove certain people so certain other people can come in. So let's take a look. Let's not forget, this is still happening.
Пускай! Пошел вон! Отпусти ребенка, я тебе какие мы что хотим? Мы брать, непонятно где, что, отпусти ребенка, моего брата! Снимай тут пидору! Ты сюда! Давай вазон! Нашу кидайте! Блядь! Лёги! Лёги, блядь! Больной! Все кому, блядь!
Що ти робиш? Що ти робиш?
Ось ти робиш! Загору! Блядь! Ти зараз! Сука, слушай, я ж зазова, нахуй ти мене задуло, блядь! Дай баян, дай! Дай! Пидор! Дай ключа!
Yep. We know, but we forget. Do they matter? None of them matters. Now let's take a look at the, I don't know if he's the first Jewish president of Ukraine, or maybe he's not, but definitely he's very significant. Let's go back to his past for a moment, a video from the archives I came across, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna play this video for you because this is so gay and happy. Zelensky.
Юлий. География. Где находится вершина, на которой предревние инки устраивали свои дикие брачные игры, когда они брали вот эти вот штуки, и я не успеваю задать вопрос. Антон из история. Однажды я с подружками пошла гулять, и вот я шла, долго шла, как этот друг. И они, а где Антона?
I'm gonna save the rest of this for you, so definitely straight, right? Like, for real, straight. Now, we're gonna end this video with those smelly, strange tunnels. Again, because the guy I was showing you last time that was making fun of it, he's actually inside those tunnels. So let's not forget the story about 71 girls, very clean, dressed with long skirts that could easily get dirty and muddy and messy if they were walking through those tunnels. But somehow they came out from the building perfectly clean and very entertained. So now let's take a look at this video. You will see inside how it actually looks there.
Seventy-one Munchlandian Muncie girls all came here and climbed that with an active waterfall of dookie water to get into the sewer system. I'm trying to understand what type of field trip this was. Like, please, 71 Muncie girls did not see a danger sign. What about the no trespassing? Is it because it's not written in Munchlandian hieroglyphics? I don't care if you're a fucking 2-year-old baby. This shit looks scary as hell. This don't look like no Munchlandian exploration field trip that any parent would sign the permission slip for. How 71 of y'all all got y'all permission slip signed. I know I'm not a Munchlandian girl, and there's definitely not 71 of me, but I want to turn around right now. But in the name of Munchlandian journalism, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. This is the part I don't get. Because the only way you can get over there is like, if you walk in the dookie water, everybody played the game, don't touch the lava. This just like that. Don't touch the dookie water. So they must have had to jump on this rock right here. That's just no easy task. Like I say, they wear long Munchlandian skirts. I'm just trying to map out the scenario, put it together. 71. Let's just think about it. 71. Why the fuck would you want to be in here? Why? It's stinking here. It's scary in here. It's nothing but trouble. Let's go figure it out. Yo, I made it, y'all. Maybe it's easier than I thought. But 71 of that, who didn't fall in the dookie water? I think at least 2-3 of them fell in the dookie water. You see right there, you literally have to climb up this rock path. And then you get down further into the sewer system. 71!
And he's absolutely right. But now let me read you the comment. This is cool comment, guys. You see here? Bro, that tunnel goes straight to that yeshiva at the old Nyack College. Also, they are, meaning those girls, a part of the Bais Yaskov of Rampao, which Epstein used to cut hefty checks to in its files. Met isn't matching, my guy. Very cool. Interesting comment. So maybe next time I have to investigate a little bit, do my research about the Bais Yaskov. I think that's what I'm gonna do. What do you think, guys? Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching and for your patience with me trying to find the right clip to present to you. A lot of stories today. Let me know what you think. sometimes you have to really, I want to ask you this before we end this video today. During the summertime, I will be traveling. I'm going on vacations to different places. And I want to ask you, would you be okay if the videos that I will be showing you will be more travel videos and more to rest our minds and energy from the places that I will be visiting? Would you be interested in it, to take a little break from all of it and just experience with me the places, the cultures, the people, the food, the beauty, the architecture? Let me know if you are interested in it, because I don't want to lose my audience, but at the same time, I think this would be good break for all of us from all of this, what we are watching. So thank you so much for hitting thumbs up, for subscribing, leaving the comments, and for all your support on Patreon, PayPal, Locals. It means a lot to me. And if you have Instagram, make sure to follow me there. The link is also down below the video. Lots of love. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. And I see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.